Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 131. The first setup was submitted by Cole. His keyboard, normally where you have your keyboard set up, looking straight forward is going to be your primary display. But taking a look, he's got that 4x3 at a weird ass angle. So doesn't make sense. You're sitting, you're seeing the monitor at an angle. You have that secondary display, which should be your primary, in a complete opposite position. It's just odd. It's weird. I don't like it. So you need to take that bigger display, put it smack dab in the middle in front of that keyboard, put that smaller display to the right, and then kind of turn that a little bit and make it look good. TV, you know, I would assume maybe you have the bed behind you. Can't really tell even in the second photo, but it if you use it for your setup, because it is connected to the computer, it is a bit high up. Cole scored a 78. The next setup was submitted by Brandon. I really like that he's got his primary display all set up. He's got the razor green flowing throughout the whole thing, and he sits in front of that monitor. Everything's usable. Yeah, it's not the biggest desk ever. It works though. He sits there, it works, it's good. That TV, if you look in the far back photo, you're gonna see his bed is over to the left side. So that TV is just dedicated for console gaming. Is that really comfortable though? I feel like, one, it's super high up. Sure, it is tilted down. It's just, like, I don't know if I could sit there and be like, yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I could play on that. My neck's not broken yet. Brandon scored a 92. The next setup was submitted by Tom. His speakers are definitely interesting. I would assume, yeah, we got the center, we got the left, and we got the right hidden behind the printer, which is really odd. It shouldn't be hard to find the speaker. I don't like the placement of the speakers here, and definitely the cable management. Sure, coming out of the bottom there, it's managed, but this is a great example of a setup that can use the Signum, put that under there. That's not going to be seen, and it's going to be managed, and it's going to look nice. Then I would definitely get some Tech Flex or something of that sort coming out in between the riser and the desk, because that just ain't looking too good right now. Tom scored a 70. The next setup was submitted by Hugo. You need to kind of get some personality in there, make it yours, hang a guitar up. Far back shot that we're looking at right now, I think it really shows off how clean this setup really is. I like that you have the additional table, and it's got so much room. But if you look at the first photo, I am a bit confused about that TV, because it is hooked up. What do you do with that? Is that where you set up, I guess, like a movie, and then you sit at your desk and watch it? Or what's the purpose there? Because I don't know what else that would be plugged into. Hugo scored a 92. The next setup was submitted by Samantha. Wow, it's crazy seeing a setup that's got organization. It's got a lot of stuff, but it's all like organized. I could see how some people would get a little pissed off about the shelving. I mean, is it the end of the world? No. Would it look better centered? Of course. Is it worth changing? I don't know. It depends how long you're going to be in that room. The wall color is different. It's unique. I like it. It's just a roomy room, if that makes sense. Samantha scored a 92. The next setup was submitted by Gustav. This is a great example of simplicity at its finest. He's got the organized shelf that looks great. He has the straight on of his setup, and you can see everything is neat. It's nice. He's got speakers in a good spot. The freaking case looks beautiful like that. I love the orange LEDs, and it's just so simple, and it's a great example of how one monitor can make everything just look beautiful. I really do like the clean look of it though. You definitely did a great job. Tons of storage, which I know I said that a lot, but it is a big deal, because most of the people that have crap all over their desk are like that because they don't have a place to put all the things they don't use. So out of sight, out of mind definitely correlates with the amount of storage you have. Gustav scored a 92. The final setup was submitted by Nick. I told him he could have gotten an amazing score, but he had, and Tom remembers, he had it in the worst, like everything was just in a terrible spot. Usability was just, it was a beautiful, amazing themed setup that just had terrible usability. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna fix that. And he got himself an ultra wide, which just, I mean, it looks beautiful, and I love the reflection off that frosted glass. It looks so good. And he really simplified everything. He got that nice monitor arm. Everything looks beautiful now. It makes sense. It's got a nice atmosphere, but I feel like also at the same time, it's the only, like, this room only looks good at night, because it's like, it's got to have those lights on and everything. You know, again, if I'm nitpicking, I would definitely take the speakers and just tilt them in a little. Look good, have it come on right towards you. Nick scored a 92. Thanks for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 131.